and truly, were it not for this official propriety, I should long ago have sent in my resignation. I put on my old cloak and took my umbrella, as a light rain was falling. No one was to be seen on the streets, except some women who had flung their skirts over their heads. Here and there one saw a cabman or a shopman with his umbrella up. Of the higher classes, one only saw an official here and there. One I saw at the street crossing, and thought to myself, "Ah, my friend, you're not going to the office, but after that young lady who walks in front of you. You are just like the officers who run after every petticoat they see." As I was thus following the train of my thoughts, I saw a carriage stop before a shop just as I was passing it. I recognized it at once. It was our director's carriage. "He has nothing to do in this shop," I said to myself. "It must be his daughter." I pressed myself close against the wall. A lackey opened the carriage door, and as I had expected, she fluttered like a bird out of it. How proudly she looked right and left! How she drew her eyebrows together and shot lightnings from her eyes! Good heavens, I am lost, hopelessly lost. But why must she come out in such abominable weather? And yet they say women are so mad on their finery. She didn't recognize me. I had wrapped myself as closely as possible in my cloak. It was dirty and old-fashioned, and I would not have liked to have been seen by her wearing it. Now they wear cloaks with long collars, but mine has only a short double collar, and the cloth is of inferior quality. Her little dog could not get into the shop and remained outside. I know this dog. Its name is Meggie. Before I had been standing there a minute, I heard a voice call, "Good day, Meggie." Who the deuce was that? I looked round and saw two ladies hurrying by under an umbrella, one old, the other fairly young. They had already passed me when I heard the same voice say again, "For shame, Meggie." What was that? I saw Meggie sniffing at a dog which ran behind the ladies. The deuce, I thought to myself, I'm not drunk? That happens pretty seldom. "No, Fidel, you are wrong," I heard Meggie say quite distinctly. I was very ill." What an extraordinary dog! I was, to tell the truth, quite amazed to hear it talk human language. But when I considered the matter well, I ceased to be astonished. In fact, such things have already happened in the world. It is said that in England a fish put its head out of water and said a word or two in such an extraordinary language that learned men have been puzzling over them for 3 years, and have not succeeded in interpreting them yet. I also read in the paper of 2 cows who entered a shop and asked for a pound of tea. Meanwhile, what Meggie went on to say seemed to me still more remarkable. She added, "I wrote to you lately, Fidel. Perhaps Polkan did not bring you the letter." Now, I am willing to forfeit a whole month's salary if I ever heard of dogs writing before. This has certainly astonished me. For some little time past, I hear and see things which no other man has heard and seen. I will, I thought, follow that dog in order to get to the bottom of the matter. Accordingly, I opened my umbrella and went after the 2 ladies. They went down Bean Street, turned through Citizen Street and Carpenter Street, and finally halted on the Cuckoo Bridge before a large house. I know this house. It is Sverkoff's. What a monster he is! What sort of people live there? How many cooks? How many bagmen? There are brother officials of mine also there, packed on each other like herrings. And I have a friend there, a fine player on the cornet. The ladies mounted to the 5th story. Very good, thought I. I will make a note of the number in order to follow up the matter at the first opportunity. October the 4th. Today is Wednesday, and I was, as usual, in the office. I came early on purpose, sat down, and mended all the pens. Our director must be a very clever man. The whole room is full of bookcases. I read the titles of some of the books. They were very learned, beyond the comprehension of people of my class, and all in French and German. I look at his face. See how much dignity there is in his eyes. I never hear a single superfluous word from his mouth, except that when he hands over the documents, he asks, "What sort of weather is it?" No, he is not a man of our class. He is a real